Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From the Jackson Fire Department, Michigan Hazmat Responder of the Year, Lieutenant Joe Carpenter. From Concord Community Schools Superintendent Becky Hutchinson. From Warrior Technology owner Andrew Nickerson. From Dan the Man Insurance, Dan Greer. And from Thayer Art Studio, Ed Thayer with students Connie Smith and Todd Lampman. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David, and good afternoon, everyone. Great to have you with us today. We are 20 degrees cooler than we were yesterday at this time. Right now, 61 degrees. The forecast for today is a high of 64, which is closer to where we should be in late April, and here it is, as late in April as you could possibly be. Today is the last of the month. Right now, 61 degrees and sunshine for the rest of today, and light winds as opposed to the monsoons we had yesterday. Well, not monsoons, there was no rain, but hurricanes. Well, it was strong wind.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, it was so strong that thousands of people lost power in West Michigan as the winds were a little bit heftier along the lake. But we are going to see some rough weather maybe tonight and tomorrow. We have a chance of showers late tonight, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm in the early morning hours, and then showers possible throughout the day. Right now, there's a 90% chance of rain on the day. Thursday, earlier in the week, they said 100% chance, so it's improving. And our fingers are crossed because JTV Sports will be at Jackson College for a couple of baseball games. So we'll know probably a lot more later today and early tomorrow. But it was supposed to rain yesterday afternoon as that front moved through, and I don't think it rained. Did it rain, Brandon?
Not when I was outside.
No. Thursday night, maybe a shower lingering. Friday, a 30% chance of showers, then becoming mostly cloudy and high of 62, and a cool start to the weekend. Partly sunny, 60 on Saturday, and then big improvements for Sunday and Monday, warmer temperatures each day. Sunday, sunshine, high of 69, and then by Monday, mid-70s as May arrives this weekend. And that's today's weather, and it's presented by Kelly Express. Thanks, Kelly Express. Kelly Express has great savings on your favorite snacks and a great deal on pizza, two-item pizzas for $25 at South Street, Jefferson Road, Grass Lake, Napoleon, County Farm Road, and Michigan and Robinson. Let's look outside. We've got a view from the top of the Blake Building.
A lot of green trees.
Yeah, every day it looks greener and greener. Mm-hmm. It's not photoshopped, is it?
We do a terrific job of photoshopping it here.
That's true. No, it is. Things are greening up, which is nice. We have the last day of the month, April 30th, and we are observing Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. Good day to do that. Any day is a good day for that. It is Bugs Bunny Day, Denim Day. Who's wearing denim today?
Yes, jeans on.
Yep, you've got jeans on. It is International Jazz Day, National Bubble Tea Day, and in cities bigger than Jackson, you can get bubble tea just about on every corner. Have you ever had it, Brandon?
I've heard of it. I've never had it.
Yeah. It's
Have you?
Yeah, I have had it.
Is it good?
It's tea, and it's tea with
Bubbles?
bubbles, but it's not bubbles. It's actually it's tapioca. I think it's tapioca. It's tapioca
Gross.
balls of tapioca. It is National Oatmeal Cookie Day, National Honesty Day, and National Raisin Day. And to be perfectly honest, I don't like the raisins in the oatmeal cookies. On this day in 1975, 50 years ago today, the Vietnam War came to an end. It was the fall of Saigon, and communist forces took control of Saigon, and the president at the time, President Duong Van Minh, he'd only been in office for 2 days, and he said, I surrender. And that was the end of the war. We lost that war.
Yeah,
we
a
lost.
lot of people lost that war.
A lot of people lost that war. 2 days in office, surrendered. It was only a matter of time. On this day in 1789, George Washington became the first U.S. president. He took the oath of office on the balcony of Federal Hall in what U.S. city? Brandon?
Washington, D.C.
New York City.
New York City.
Yes, one of our founding fathers. And some say he's the greatest president we've ever had. And I think he had no one to follow. He had no model. He had to create a country from scratch. Pretty amazing accomplishment. It was on this day in 1952 that Mr. Potato Head became the first toy advertised on TV. Brandon?
That looks terrifying.
It was terrifying. What did Mr. Potato Head not have in the first version of Mr. Potato Head? What wasn't part
What's
of
on there? I don't know. That does not look like a Mr. Potato Head at all. But
no, and you're right, it is pretty scary. But if you'll notice,
he's got the nose, he's got the mouth, he's got the ears, the
Mhm.
eyeballs.
Nope.
I don't know.
Mr.
The potato. Why did they call it a Mr. Potato Head?
Well, when they first sold it, they didn't want you to use a plastic potato. You had to use your own potato, a real potato.
Okay.
So you had to go in your kitchen and get a dirty potato and stick pieces of plastic on it. And there were 30 stick-on facial features. And guess how much the cost of the first Mr. Potato Head was?
What year was this?
1952. I have a feeling you're not paying attention today.
Well, I'm waiting for someone to come down. I have something I have to do upstairs.
You have something.
I'm sorry. 40 cents.
98 cents.
Okay.
98 cents. And the Land Rover, introduced on this very day in 1948. And there it is. Pretty cool vehicle. I'm sure everybody would love to have one of those.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was made for Maurice Wilkes. He was the head designer for the British car company Rover. He had been using an old American-made Willys Overland Jeep. Just a Jeep, an American Jeep. But the Jeep was plagued by mechanical problems, as it continues to be to this very day, for some reason. But he decided to design a more reliable vehicle. And oddly enough, the Land Rover is not a reliable vehicle. It too is plagued with many mechanical issues. If you have one, you'll be spending a lot of your time wondering when you're going to get the car back from the shop. Like a Jeep.
Yeah.
All that happening on this day in our history. Now on to Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. As we see some beautiful flowering trees outside Burt Walker Hall, and there at Burt Walker Hall today, it is Building the Future, Apprenticeships and Jackson College. You're invited to come out this afternoon and celebrate National Apprenticeship Week and learn how Jackson College is shaping the future of workforce education. The event providing valuable insights into the apprenticeship curriculum at Jackson College, the student services and funding opportunities that are available for both students and employers. You'll learn about the apprenticeship programs, curriculum and courses, funding opportunities for employers and students, and more. Who should attend? Well, it's open to everybody. Current apprentices, employers, industry partners, Jackson College employees, students interested in apprenticeships, and more. And you'll learn how apprenticeships can kickstart your career. Just come on by today between now and 2:30. We'll shoot for credit spring 2025 screening. That's tonight. The event is called We'll Shoot for Credit, and it's students at Spring Arbor University in the film program. And JTV's own Austin Curtis was in that program.
Did he do his final project?
I
Okay.
was in his
Just
final.
making sure.
I was in his final.
Were you?
Austin, wasn't I featured in your final? Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
I
Adam
was.
edited
Adam edited it, and did you get credit for it?
Maybe we should
Okay,
tell
you
his
got credit.
teacher.
So the kids, the students at Spring Arbor, they're going to showcase, they're going to screen their films tonight. 6:30 it starts at White Auditorium on the Spring Arbor University campus. Every semester, the students showcase their work. Free popcorn bar, free mocktails, free red carpet photos, great films, the whole thing's free. Come out and support the students, the student filmmakers of Spring Arbor University. And we met quite a few of them last week at Evening at the Arbor, and it's an unbelievable program that they have, the whole communications area at Spring Arbor. Amazing. So check it out tonight. Come on by. We've got the Commonwealth Cancer Crushers blood drive this afternoon going till 4 o'clock. And it's happening at First United Methodist Church downtown next to Commonwealth Associates. Each year, Commonwealth Associates performs various activities in order to raise money and awareness in the fight against cancer and for their team in the Relay for Life. They are asking for a $10 donation as you make your blood donation to go toward the team, and the crushers themselves will be making the same donation. And the Jackson County Student Art Show continues until May 5th at Jackson Crossing Mall. A stunning showcase, paintings, drawings, 3D art, sculpture, all kinds of things being displayed by literally hundreds of students in Jackson County Schools art programs. Come on by, take a walk around, check it out at Jackson Crossing Mall. And don't forget, this Saturday is Free Comic Book Day, happening at Nostalgia Inc., 139 South Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson. Everybody gets free comic books. No questions asked. And there you have it today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. City of Jackson today has announced the spring cleanup day is going to be on Saturday, May 10th. It happens from 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Department of Public Works Operations Center. This free event happens every spring and fall. It's only open to City of Jackson residents. That's what you do. You fill up your truck or your car with your junk. You stay in your vehicles, you drive through a lineup in the drop-off zones, enter off Water and Morel. Once in line, you'll be directed to the drop-off zones. When it's your turn to unload, you and DPW workers will remove the items, and then you leave. It's that easy. What is accepted? Well, yard waste, such as grass clippings and brush, along with general household trash like boxes and furniture. Here's what's not accepted: batteries, tires, kitchen garbage, paint, liquid waste, appliances that contain or have contained freon, hazardous waste, electronics, and motor oil. So literally all the things that you really want to get rid of. The event is being handled by staff, and they will be checking the bags to make sure there's no batteries or other prohibited items. Since the event is funded by the city, only open to the City of Jackson residents. Our water today in the CNB Green Room is from Tri-County Water. Thanks, Tri-County, serving our community and South Central Lower Michigan since 1966. We have a great lineup of guests on our show today. We're starting things off with the Hazmat Responder of the Year. He's from Jackson. He's from the Jackson Police Department, and there he is, Lieutenant Joe Carpenter, back with us today. Recently named at a state conference up at Boyne. We also have today the Superintendent of Concord Community Schools, Becky Hutchinson. We'll meet the owner of Warrior Technology, a security and video monitoring company, Andrew Nickerson. Dan Greer will be here. He's the owner of Dan the Man Insurance, etc. And you all remember Steampunk Eddie. He starred in the Steampunk reality series, and he won. Didn't he win?
He did win.
He won. He won. And he's written a book, and he's got an art studio here in Jackson. And today we're going to see some of the art of his students. Connie Smith and Todd Lampman will be with Eddie Thayer, all here today on JTV. Nice to have you with us, and we will get started right after this.